What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. So, if you're coming in, please help me out. Hit the like and subscribe button just to help me out. I'm a small YouTuber just trying to grow. But today, I want to talk about how being a nice guy is destructive to your manhood. It will damn near ruin your manhood. I'll give you 3 reasons why that being a nice guy is destructive. Now, we all been a nice guy. Sometimes we fall back into those nice guy habits as well. But we can change. We just have to understand that sometimes what we're doing is not helping us like we think it is. Number one, I'm going to say that manhood stands on principles and respect. You know, every situation isn't necessary to be nice. Everybody doesn't deserve nice behavior. So as we go into that manhood, as we become more masculine, we have to understand that we do have to have boundaries. We do have to have a little judgment. We can't just have this open field to everybody. We can't just go out giving nice behavior to everybody. Everybody doesn't deserve it. Of course, the poor guy on the corner, you can throw him a couple dollars. Of course, the woman that's showing you wifey behavior, you can be chivalrous to her as well. But you can't be nice to the lazy guy. You can't be nice to the Jezebel female, the gold digger that doesn't respect you. See, the nice guy wants to avoid the uncomfortableness of holding people accountable, possibly saying no. You get the peace that you want in your life, you have to take things head on. Manhood is about structure, it's about discipline, it's about respect. Manhood confronts the weaknesses by saying no to those who don't deserve it, holding those people accountable. Manhood is allergic to enabling people. It's allergic to constantly helping somebody that's not helping themselves because he knows where it leads. It leads to that person constantly being dependent. Manhood, masculinity is allergic to codependency. We're trying to build, we're trying to grow as men. Why would I constantly help somebody that needs to get up on their own 10 toes and pick themselves up? That's what the nice guy needs to understand. This creates weakness and entitlement. The nice guy needs to see that. Manhood sees the long-term effects of unnecessary nice behavior. It makes manhood puke to constantly enable somebody. My football coach hates weakness, hates excuses. You know, that's one thing I can respect about my life growing up is, just football coaches in general. You can't build a winning team not saying nothing to the guys that's not coming to practice, not saying nothing to the guys that's eating wrong, not saying nothing to the guys that's giving a half-ass effort on the field. If you ever played a sport, you know how it is. And that's a very masculine environment, just being on the football team, being on your sports team. This creates a lack of respect. It creates no boundaries. It's just bad behavior because it's constantly being rewarded. It creates weak links and it creates excuse makers. As a nice guy, this is just not positive change for the people in your life, for the girlfriends or the women that you meet, for the friends, your relationships, on the job. This doesn't help no one. It actually makes it harder for you because now you got weaknesses all around you, codependent on you. So as a nice guy, you have to understand that you gotta put your foot down. You gotta have principles. You gotta have boundaries to create that self-respect, to create the respect that you want from other people as well, because they're just gonna see you as somebody to take advantage of, but you open that door. Number 2, how the nice guy ruins his own manhood and masculinity. I'm gonna say it leads to suppression and passivity. Masculine energy is free, it's assertive, it's potentially aggressive energy. Sometimes as a man, you have to be aggressive to achieve your goals, to get your point across. It's even stoic, it's even silently confident energy that you're giving off. That's also a part of being a man. It basically moves at the beat of its own drum, and not from the outside forces of no one else. It's not constantly laying down and appeasing everything around him. There is no way a nice guy can have this type of energy. It's almost directly opposed to manhood and masculine energy. Masculine energy wants the people around them to pick themselves up by their own bootstraps in some cases because it doesn't want those weak links. The nice guy is always humbling himself. He's always playing second fiddle. He suppresses himself. Maybe it's the fear of rejection. Maybe it's the low confidence. Nice guy avoids competition of possibly being number one. That's where we get the saying, nice guys finish last. The nice guy finished last because what? He's always humbling himself. He's always taking a step back and letting people constantly go ahead of him and not having that confidence to put himself first. And we're just not talking about women, this is life. You know, you're constantly giving everybody the opportunity to go ahead of you. Now, when we do talk about women, it's a nice guy finishing last. You end up getting some washed up chick that's been around the block. That's what happens when you're a nice guy. Prime example. So, I'll talk about myself. It's been times in my life, maybe I was at a party, I saw a female, right? And I didn't go over there and approach her. She saw me looking, she gave me the green light. Why didn't I go over there to approach her? Well, number one, I was waiting on the right opportunity. You know, number two, I was scared that she was gonna reject me, that she was gonna be offended. Number three, I was waiting for the right time. As a nice guy, we also have to understand that it's never a right time. It's never the right situation that's gonna perfectly be set up for you. Manhood, what masculinity understands is that we have to make lemonade out of lemons. You make your life. You know, nobody's going to give you a red carpet to walk down. For us average guys, we have to make things happen. In general, it just breaks your masculine frame in front of this chick when she see that you're not going to go over there. And what happens? I know guys been through this situation. If you didn't approach a female, if you took too long, you was being too nice, you was waiting for the right opportunity, what happens? Another guy goes over there and approaches the female and just kills your opportunity. And it just doesn't look good. Even if you waited so long and go over there or something, it kind of breaks it. The female starts to look at you as a friend. She starts to give you that brother type of communication. And that's not what you want, right? That's not what you intended for. You want her to look at you as that masculine, assertive man, but as a nice guy, you're not showing those type of actions. That's not the body language you're giving. You're giving out scared energy. Not to be passive. Nothing's gonna be customly made for us in life. You know, it's about how we respond when things don't go our way as nice guys. Now, I'm not calling you in general, in particular, a nice guy. It's just that behavior. All of us can be nice guys. Sometimes we fall back into that nice guy behavior or that simp behavior as well. It's just about our mindset and always practicing that masculine energy. When you're not practicing that masculine energy, then you can fall for anything. And that's what nice guys are doing. They're falling for anything. There's no boundaries, no structure. Sometimes in life, we have to learn that some opportunities are going to take us asserting ourselves, being more masculine and moving a lot quicker. It's almost like a race. It's just a competition. And it's not in an unhealthy way. It's actually in a way that sharpens you and makes you better. Game, you gotta put yourself out there to get those select few spots. It's like being on a track, right? And you're racing for a goal, and the track has what, like 8 lanes? So it's 8 people racing, but it's only 3 medals. It's a gold, it's a silver, and it's a bronze. Everybody else don't get nothing. So you have to sharpen yourself with the competition as a nice guy. And sometimes you have to step on a few toes to get what you want in life. Manhood is about being proactive. It's about asserting itself, not suppressing and constantly shrinking itself like nice guys have a habit to do. Last point I'm gonna say about how being a nice guy can ruin your masculinity and your manhood. Nice guys take the wrong route to being admired by people, to being loved by people. Nice guy seeks the approval and to be liked. That's not the main focus of a masculine man. It comes when people realize that he can be trusted. Nice guys constantly saying yes, even though they want to say no. Somebody asks you for some money, right? Deep inside your heart, maybe you don't get it. Maybe you just don't want to give it to them. But what you say yes. But instinctively, you want to say no. So you're suppressing the truth. You're suppressing what you really want to do, what you really want to say. Nice guys don't always give honest opinions to people. People actually feel that the nice guy is being disingenuous when he is afraid to tell the truth, when he's afraid to tell people about themselves. So in return, it kind of backfires for the nice guy because people will start to ignore, they will start to disrespect, they will start to not count on him and his opinion and what he really has to say because he is so busy trying to tell people what they want to hear and not what they need to hear. What nice guys don't understand is that the bad reactions that people show when they hear the truth about themselves, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's more of a weeding out process, because it's basically saying that this person is not able to handle the truth. And how can you grow with somebody that's not able to handle the truth? Some people want to live in their imaginary world. Some people want to live in deception. Some people want to live in this false reality. Don't be afraid to tell those people the truth, because those people don't not for you anyway. You know, and then down the road, some people will realize that you had good intentions because you told them the truth about themselves. Masculinity, manhood understands growth. It understands respect for his time and other people's time. Why waste time not telling people the truth? Because all they're going to do is go through their life with this lie in their head that the nice guy told them. Manhood knows that's a waste of time, so he cuts to the chase and he tells people the exact truth. And it's not based on anyone's approval, but it is approved because people end up coming back to the masculine man for his opinion, because they're actually getting effective results from the truth that the masculine man is giving them. Deep down in people's subconscious, or not even in their subconscious, they know the truth. The woman that goes out at a party or on a date, before she leaves out for the date, she puts a pile of makeup on her face, right? Does it really help if the nice guy is constantly telling her how beautiful and attractive she is? What about the girl that can't really sing? What about the guy that's not really good at basketball? So you're lying to these people about how good they are, how talented they are, but deep down they know what the masculine man is going to do. He's going to point out their weak points, and it's not going to be liked, but it's going to be respected. And what the masculine man also does is he points people in a better direction. Okay, you're not a good basketball player, but you are a good mathematician, right? You are a good speaker. So they can at least trust that those opinions, that he's going to point them in the right direction and constantly lie to them. Because what happens is that people can go around the same mountain over and over, living a lie, if the nice guy is constantly worried about how they feel and telling them what they want to hear. The masculine man knows it's a waste of time, despite the hurt feelings. This is what makes the masculine man unforgettable. This is what makes the masculine man respected. Not always liked, but respected. And that's one of the best things that we can demand from the people around us, is to be respected. You take personalities like Chef Ramsay or something, or DMX. These not nice guys, but you can always expect that these people are going to have raw, honest emotions. Chef Ramsay is going to go into a restaurant and tell people how bad the restaurant is and give them an F, how bad the cooking is, right? But in return, they either get rid of the underperforming employees, or they make their restaurant a lot cleaner, and it actually makes them a better place to eat at. It hurts, but it's effective. And it's not the nice guy constantly giving people untruthful, misleading opinions that doesn't help no one. So that's a quick video for today, how being a nice guy ruins and suppresses your masculinity. So hit me up in the comment section, like and subscribe the video, and I'll be back with the next video. Peace.